that said, guys, today, like I said, I was going to talk about what to focus on to be successful. And this is something that comes up all the time. And like I said, I want to have some people's participation here because I really, really want to drive this point home for you guys. And I hope you guys see value. And also, if you guys can, Eduardo, maybe say yes, no, if you can hear me okay. I got it a little bit farther away. I'm going to use a new toy that I got for Christmas. Hopefully it works out. I know you guys can see the reflection in there of my dream board and everything. Awesome, Andy. You can hear it okay. So basically, there's a few things that people go through when they're trying to start a business or when they're trying to become successful. And I want to share those with you guys and how it can relate with your business. Now, the first thing that usually people go through, and I'll draw it up here. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. Like I said, it's called a blackboard. I got it from my father-in-law for Christmas, so hopefully you guys can see that all right. Awesome. It looks good on this end. The first thing people focus on is what? What do I have to do? I can't tell you guys how often when I'm working with somebody, that's where their focus is. They're just going, listen, just tell me what to do, what videos to use, how many numbers do I have to put in a day, what do I have to say? Just, if you just could tell me what to do, then I'll have success. And a lot of people, they stop right here. They're just in the what world. Just tell me what to do. And I can always tell if somebody's there because that's all they're asking for. Now, to give you guys, relations with this, and I'm actually going to be putting up some videos soon of me doing cold calls, just calling leads, cold. These are like cold market, and because that was one of the things. Well, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Okay, you call people and you say this. You pique their interest. Well, how? How do I do that? So here's the next circle people go through is once we tell you exactly what to do, then people consistently ask, how? Well, how do I do it? How do I relate to this certain situation? What's the best way to send out this? How do I do this? And, we've even done, guys, if you look at my face or YouTube page, I probably got honestly, 20 hours of raw footage of me calling leads live, non-scripted, exactly what I would do, what I would say to build a relationship with somebody and get them in their business. If you guys are watching this, hit me up. I can send you a direct link to some of that stuff. So people just focus on this. This is really where they start. They go from what do I got to do? Once we tell them what to do, I know this was reversed in the screen there, but hopefully you guys can understand where I'm going here. Once we tell them what to do, and then it's like, well, how do I do it? And then what people don't understand is the last scenario is why. Why are you doing this? And what most people do in their business, and it doesn't matter if it's network marketing, internet marketing, any type of business, they focus, and most people go from outwards in. They try to figure out what they want to accomplish. Okay, I want to open up a successful hair salon. I want to start an automobile place or skate park. That's what I want to do. Well, how can I do that? Well, I got to get customers and I got to get flyers. And that's the way most people work, is from the outside in. And I can tell you guys right now, ladies and gentlemen, the most successful people in the world do it opposite. They start from the inside and work their way out. See, I'll prove it to you. I'll give you 2 examples to prove to you that massively successful people, just all they worry about is this realm right here. What? That's all they focus on. I'll go way back to the Wright brothers. How many people have heard of the Wright brothers? They were the first people to fly, right? And why I know that they focus on nothing but why. Now, I want to give you guys a little preference of this. These guys were already entrepreneurs, but they didn't have that much money. And there was, back in the day, if you were going to bet on somebody who was going to fly the first, and his name escapes me. It's funny, I actually looked it up this morning. I can't remember his name. But there was a lot of people in that time that were the race to flight. Who were going to be the first people to fly? And if you were a betting man, you were going to be on this one guy. I forget his name, but basically Thomas Edison backed him. So he had all the money in the world. He was a graduate, so he was super, super smart. And he had connections. He had all the resources, all the money, and he was smart. Who would be the first person to fly? Duh, this guy. But he wasn't focused on the why. The Wright brothers were. Here's people that didn't have any resources. They had limited money and they didn't even go to school. You know, really? There's some random guys that haven't even been to school. They barely got any money and nobody knows who they are. And you're telling me these people are going to fly first? Why did they? Because that's all they thought of. People used to call them crazy. They would actually, testing airplanes, excuse me, they would bring out, 2 or 4 Abbas bin Barnes. And thank you so much for doing that. I don't know who put that up there. Thank you so much. But on so many, they would bring out 2 to 3 prototypes because they knew the chances of them wrecking were so high that they wanted to test the parts out multiple times. Think about how crazy you got to be first off on that. Oh, I want to learn how to fly. Really? Well, why do you have so many parts? Well, we're probably going to wreck. What? Are you crazy? I mean, seriously, think about how much of a wide world they're in. They were trying to, how are you going to fly? Well, we're just going to do it. Well, what are you going to do? Keep making prototypes and keep wrecking them until we figure it out? I mean, how crazy is that? Now, to prove to you how this other man wasn't there, because if his focus, his goal, his passion, his why was to fly, then when the Wright brothers, they came out that they were the first people to fly, he gave up. He gave up. Why? Because he was focused on more of the celebrity status, the money, the things that went with it. If his true passion, his true why was to fly, don't you think he would have took the Wright brothers' idea and used his knowledge, used his money, used his resource to improve on it and make it better? No, he quit. I'll give you guys one more example to really drive this point home. You guys have never seen the movie. I haven't seen the new Jobs movie, the Steve Jobs movie, but the one that came out a few years ago. And to make a long story short, guys, Steve Jobs, people call him a genius. Apple, for those of you that don't think Apple put a dent in this world, I mean, look at how many iPhones are out there, how many iPods, how many, computers. I mean, this guy made a difference, and he was so crazy that he got kicked out. His board members voted him out of his own company because all he focused on was the why. Listen, we need to come out with a computer that's all together, all in one, for the average person to have a computer in their home, not a geek, and it needs to be just as fast and reliable as everything else on the market. And even his business partners are going, what? How are we going to pull that off? I don't know. We just got to do it. Well, what do we got to do? We got to try it and do it. I mean, he was so focused on the why that even in his later years, he was so competitive to go out there and make the best products that the board members voted him off. Don't you know what we have to do? What we have to do is make more profits to make our shareholders happy. Okay? How are we going to do that? I don't know, but what I know is we got to innovate and make the best products. Well, those aren't going to. So, guys, and if you've never heard this term, and write it down if you've never heard this. This is such a powerful term, and I'm really going to drive the point home here in a second. But when your why is big enough, the what and the how comes. So I want to show you guys when and if you know that you actually truly have a why. And I want to give a scenario with you. And I saw there's quite a few people on that are watching. If anybody, Simon, hey, what's going on? If anybody can volunteer really quickly, or maybe everybody, how many people watching this right now are parents? You're parents. You've got little kids, and maybe even they don't even have to be my age, but might have some littler kids. I know Carrie's on here. I know she's one of them. But for those of you that are parents, and if you're not parents, I know this can relate with you as well, I want to give you guys a story here. So let's say tonight, dinner's done, you realize that all of a sudden that you ran out of toilet paper. Why I say toilet paper is guess what? That's not something that can wait for tomorrow. You got to go get toilet paper tonight, right? So you go down to the Walmart, the Target, whatever's closest to you. It's nighttime already. It's right before they close. There's not too many people there. And you go in and get your toilet paper. Now, when you're walking out and you're walking towards your car, all of a sudden somebody jumps out from the other side of the car. And this person is, a guy that he's like 6 foot plus. It looks like he's 300 pounds, not fat, but looks like a WWE wrestler. This guy is huge, got tattoos all over the place, tattoos on his neck, and all you can see is he's wearing a bandana, and he's got a metal pipe in his hands. Now, I want your guys' participation in this. How many people watching this are interested in fighting this guy? Say yes or no. Just if you guys see a bunch of people giving me hearts. Yes or no, how many people are interested? It's the middle of the night, and a guy 300 plus pounds, jacked up, we got some nose on there, tattoos, I mean, ready to fight, you got a metal pipe in your hand. No, I just see him going across the screen, right? You know, now some people on here, and now it's like the fight or flight, right? Is it like, listen man, here's my keys, here's my wallet, don't hurt me, the chances, you know, no way, I've seen all these people text, right? You know, listen, just leave me alone and call the cops, they'll probably recover them later, or even you're looking back going, how close is target door, can I run and get to the target fast enough, right? So I want to ask you guys this question. If you were in that situation, what is the percentage, if you had to, you just had to fight this person, that you could actually win? You know, is it like a 50-50? You might be able to take them out. You know, I know some people on here, I've said this to some guys, and they get a little cocky. It's like, well, you know, I'm a black belt, and, you know, I'll take, you know, but, you know, so I'm sure there's some people. What's mentally in your mind? Probably, we got somebody said probably 5%. There's a 5% chance that you can beat this guy, right? So, so basically, no way. I can't take him, LOL. There's people saying 0 chance, okay? Now, same story. Okay? But this time, you had to take one of your kids with you. Or if you don't have kids, maybe your grandma. You took your grandma, your grandpa with you. And, you know, for me, little Ryder is 1.5 years old. Or maybe you got a daughter or son. And situation, maybe your significant other was busy cleaning up after dinner, whatever it is. You had to take your kids with you. And same situation, you're walking out with the toilet paper, same guy, same situation, it's in the middle of the night, jumps out from the other side of the car and grabs a hold of your kid. Grabs him by the back of the neck. Now what are you going to do? I want to hear some people. Are you just going to give up, right? No chance he can beat this guy up, so might as well just let him hurt your kid, right? Jumping on him. Wait a second, weren't you the same person that said you had a 0 chance that you'd beat him? So you're taking him out right now. Wait a second, let me ask you a question. So everybody just said, I've seen some 10%ers with about as high, 5%, 0% chance that you can beat this guy up. So you just told me there's no way that you can take this guy out, and now you're going to? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do you know jujitsu? Do you know karate? What are you going to do to hurt this guy? How are you going to? Are you going to... Tell me. I see a lot of people, all of a sudden the hearts went away and everybody's getting serious here. So you just told me there's no way, in chance, 0% chance you could fight this guy, but now he's got a hold of your kid and you're going after him? You're not thinking about what I got to do. You're not thinking about how I'm going to do it. You're just going to do it. See, I love doing this with especially moms, man. It's like the bear comes out. You know what? I'm grabbing a PVC pipe. I'm getting in my car. I'm running this joker over. Man, I'm going to take a break and smack. You got a hold of my kid? And it's the same woman I'm talking to that was going, oh no, my God, I would never fight him. I just... Why? Because your why is big enough now. You don't care about the what and the how. You're going to make it no matter what. You're not letting this person hurt your kid anymore. See, when you have that passion and understand that all it takes is that quick of a flip of a switch for you to go from, I don't know what I got to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to be some successful. Maybe this MLM thing isn't for me. Nobody has success in these things anyways. You know, only a few people get rich. To all of a sudden, I'm going to make it happen no matter what. I'm going to do what it takes. I'm going to put in the hours. I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to learn what I got to do. I don't care how many people tell me no. I don't care how many people steal my dreams. I don't care how many people call me crazy like they called Steve Jobs crazy, like they called the guys that, the Wright brothers crazy, because I'm going to make it happen because it's important to me. It's important to me. It's important to my family. I'm going to build a legacy. I'm tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of living a life of mediocrity, and it ends now with me. Then you know you guys will make it. So I suggest you guys, if you don't have the passion you just saw come out of me right now, who cares about the what and the how? That'll come later. Is it important to know those things? Yeah. It might make it a little bit easier, but guess what? If you're in the right business, there's a lot of people. Just hit me up on caughthedream.com. It's my fan page, my Facebook page. Give me a message there. I'll be more than happy to point, guide, and direct you to the what and the how. This is the easy part, guys. This is the hard part. You're scribbling all over it. The why. Once you find your passion. So until you've done that, stop what you're doing and figure it out. I'm sure you guys can even see, in the reflection right here, I've got my dream board up on the wall. I've got pictures with my family. There's stuff that drive me every single day. I don't get up every day thinking what I got to do or how I got to do it. I wake up every day thinking about my why. So guys, I can't tell you, this isn't just airy-fairy stuff. You got to look at every successful person in the world had a why. We tell people all the time, listen, you need to sit down, write your goals, your why. You need to put up a dream board. You can see in the reflection in the mirror, I've got my dream board. We're not just telling you to do this stuff because it's fun and it's cool. We're telling you to do this stuff because that's what successful people taught me. I did it and I had success, guys. So I know I'm going passionate here. I didn't want to make it this long. My gosh, I think I've already been yakking on for about 15 minutes here. So guys, just get passionate. Find your goals, find your why, and when you do, everything else is just going to be a cinch for you. So Robert Hollis Jr. signing off. Hopefully the reflection of here wasn't too bad. But guys, please give me a huge favor and hit me up on caughthedream.com. It's my fan page on Facebook. And the reason so is I don't always want to be on this side. I love getting to know people. I love getting to communicate with people and helping them. I see Melody Ribas on here, and she's so awesome, so please reach out to me. Send me a private message there, so we can communicate. I can get to know you and hopefully get a chance to, help you catch your dreams. So God bless everybody. I love doing these. Man, I see the hearts going off like crazy. I was getting very passionate in this Periscope. And guys, I do this for you, Dad. I see you jump on. Thank you so much. And man, you guys keep me going. I had a goal of doing these every other day. I'm starting to do 2 of them sometimes, even more. And it's because I just get so passionate because I see you guys are feeling it. So thank you for the love. Thank you for the shares. And hit me up on caughthedream.com. It's my Facebook fan page. And I can't wait to meet you guys. So till tomorrow, and tomorrow's going to be a fun one. I told